There's someone who is enjoying the anime business more than anyone, and let's have a Pakpan anime time. Let's invite Park Chan-yup, Star Master, and Kim Myung-ju, Star Master, onto the stage. Let's invite them with big round of applause.
여러분 안녕하세요.
Hello.
애터미를 통해 저는 해피엔딩을 꿈꾸고 있답니다.
I am dreaming a happy ending of my life with Atomy. I am Star Master Park Chan-yup. Good to see you all.
저는 올해
I am
3살입니다.
73 years old.
보통 직장인들이라면 벌써 은퇴하고
Normally, people retire before they reach this age, but I'm working hard, so sometimes I forget how old I am.
저는 72살입니다.
So sometimes I said I am 72 years old or 73 years old. Actually, we are also using the international age, so 72 or 73 all worked.
저는 애터미를 만나기 전에
Before I met Atomy,
전혀 일을 안 했던 사람입니다.
I've never worked.
그동안은 어떻게 살았는가를 여러분과 함께 나누고 싶은데요.
So let me share my life story. Before I got married, I live a life thanks to others.
사남 일녀 집안에
I was born as the youngest daughter in a family of 4 sons and 1 daughter. We have so many sons and no daughter, so I was the only daughter who was so precious. So I lived a comfortable life thanks to my father, and I got married. And I met my husband, works for a major company, and thanks to my husband, I didn't have to worry about the life. And I didn't have to work, and I lived a stable life while saving money, like saving dried persimmons for persimmons. So I just focused on the education of my 2 sons. I thought that if they studied well, they would pave the way for themselves. So I sent them to the private academy for tutoring, and they studied abroad. And the reality was, they were living in a world where it is difficult to afford an apartment or a house on their own. At last, I took out all dried persimmon I had saved before, and I bought a house for each of my children. Even though it was small, but I need to spend a lot of money to buy a house for each of them. But I was really happy. And I looked back on my savings, and it was totally empty. Actually, since I was young, I had heart disease, so I was really weak, and I always pray for God. I don't want to live longer than other people. I want to live till the age of 75. So I expect that I could live until 75 because I was so weak. And at that time, it was really difficult to take the stairs, and I could not take on the hills. So I went to the hospital, and I had to have a surgery. And I woke up after an 8-hour surgery, and the doctor said, "Miss Park, your heart is now reborn. You could live until the age of 100. I was so grateful and happy, but at the same time, I was worried because I didn't have any savings and I gave all my dried persimmons to my children. So on what money do I have to leave on the first next 30 or 40 years? It was not a happy ending of my life. It was a sad ending for me. So it's kind of like worst scenario for me. And I live that kind of life. And someday, one of my deaconess introduced me the Atomy business. What's your perception over Atomy? At first, I consider it one of the network marketing businesses. So I feel so frustrated because I really loved her. And I thought that, oh, my loved one is starting the multi-network business. It will ruin the family and it will ruin the neighbors. And why she started this business? It will damage other people. It will be like damage for him. So I teamed up a prayer team and we started to pray for the deaconess. Lord, save my beloved one from this like network marketing business. After a while, I heard that she opened a center, and I thought that it was like kind of normal center, so I went there to have prayer together. And it was the opening of the Atomy Center. When we go to the center, we need to take the company business introduction. So I took that session and I found out that it is totally different from my expectation. It is no entrance fee, it is no participation fee, it is no limitation, and no upper limit. I realized that it was definitely different from the network marketing I knew before. So the 7 members there who came there with me signed up.
중보기도 하나님이 감사합니다.
Thank you.
하나님이 중보기도 들어주셨으면 어떡할 뻔했어요.
It was lucky for us. God didn't really help us realize that prayer. Now, the 7 people, we are Shamroot Master, Star Masters. 7 of us are above Shamroot Masters. So we are working together and I really appreciate it. This is the power of Atomy. After signing up, and I got a lot of Atomy items, and I tried those items because I got the heart surgery. I suffer from some bad health after the surgery, and I had a lot of health functional food from Atomy like Hemohim, and I felt better. And 3 months after, I got about $72 in my bank account, and it was like, what is it? I just bought this product and I just took this product and I made money. And I could feel I am healthier. My friends always told me, what did you do? What did you have? You look so healthier. Because after the surgery, I lost my energy, but I got better condition. And they asked me about my secret, and so I brought them to the center and they signed up. And those people who want to get younger like me, and they said they also want to do that together. And they also signed up, and they are my old friends. Of course, sometimes I feel frustrated because she's not really getting better in her Atomy business. But as I told you, for the last 60 years, I got a lot of help from others, not by myself. And when I said I want to do this business, my family, they disagreed. My husband said, you can do such business, and my son said, you are at this age, do you want to do this business at this age? No way. And I just thought I want to prove this by myself. And for the New Year's gathering, I gave the business presentation, Atomy business presentation to my family, and I explained that we have the cap, there's no enrollment fee, and it is there's no limit for the accumulation. And I said I have the experience of 45 years as a housewife, and they love Atomy. They support me, and my husband is right here because I am here on the stage. He's here to see me on the stage. My husband, he retired from a big company and he has the pension from the company. And he originally thought that he had to share that pension with me. But after I started the Atomy business, I told him, you can spend all the pension by yourself. Because I wanted to mimic that word, and he really likes it. He loves it. And my daughter-in-law, I gave her a credit card. You can use anytime if you want, because she has 3 children. Of course, I know she doesn't spend a lot. I believe I am a very good mother-in-law for her, and I have 3 grandchildren. When I meet them, they say hi to my husband, but they really love me because they know the power of money. And these are the changes that I experienced thanks to Atomy. We say if we get some kind of 3 benefits from one behavior, then that is that's really lucky. But I believe I got about more than 10 benefits from Atomy. That is Atomy. And through Atomy, I became financially free, and that is the power of Atomy. Atomy has a really good product with good quality, and because of unlimited accumulation and unlimited level system, I could do the one code global business, and I got global partners. Indonesia, I have 2 centers in Indonesia, and my partners there, I have about hundreds of partners. Before COVID-19, I used to go abroad once a month, and my partners would come to the airport to see me. They would have plant card and also flowers for me, and I just feel like do I belong to this kind of honor? Because I am old, but they welcome me because they welcome me for traveling the long distance, and I really love them, and I really want to give them all the things I know, all the things I have, all the knowledge. Jakarta is the capital city of Indonesia, and traffic jam. It has a heavy traffic jam from hotel to seminar venue. And if you drive your car, then we have a lot of traffic jam. And in the car, I open my notes and I open a small seminar with 2 or 3 partners, and I explain Atomy's benefit and Atomy's product. That is the source of joy for me, and that is the motivation for me to be here.
애터미를 통해서
And that
제품 감동을
keeps
받았던
me
파트너들 많이
motivated,
봅니다.
and I can
인도네시아
find a lot of
인도네시아
partners who
파트너 여자 한
are
분이
touched by
무릎 관절이 안
Atomy
좋은 것 같아요.
product.
계단을
And
오르내릴 때
there's a woman,
계단
lady from
아픈 사람들
Indonesia,
어깨에
and
깎는 거
she
아시죠? 한 걸음 올리고 한 걸음
has
내려요.
a
한
very
걸음 올리고
serious
다른 발을
knee
끌어올리고
pain
이렇게 아주
when
힘들게
she has
올라가더라고요.
to go
그랬을
up
때에
some
제가
stairs.
애터미
She
토마신을 권했습니다.
feels a lot of
토마신을
pains,
한 3일
so
정도
I
먹었는데
recommended Tamashin.
그녀가
And she
계단을
had
뚜벅뚜벅
the
걸어
Tamashin for
올라가고
3 days,
뚜벅뚜벅 걸어
and
내려오는 거예요.
she got a lot
그러면서 저랑 눈이
better. She
마주치니까
could
뭐죠?
go up.
최고죠.
She could
정말
walk the
최고다라는
stairs
그런
very,
표현을 잘
very well,
해주셨습니다.
and she
또 하나
did
더
like
큰
this.
감동이 있었습니다.
Think Atomy is the best.
어,
And there is another story,
파트너의
more touching
남편이
story.
갑자기
A partner's
급성 신부전증이
husband
오신 거예요.
was
얼굴이 뚱뚱 부으시고.
diagnosed
그래서
with
인도네시아에서는 의료가 약간 좀 떨어지니까 한국으로 긴급 후송이 돼서 오셨습니다.
epidemic.
병원을 찾아가니까
He got a renal failure, and he went to the hospital.
하셨다는 거예요.
And my
너무
partner
놀라워서.
wanted
몸도
to
허약하고 자그마하신 분인데
give
아니 어떻게 그런 일이 있었습니까? 얘기했는데
her kidney.
애터미를 전달받고 그때부터
And
해모임과 애터미의 건강 제품을
but
꾸준하게
later
드셨더니
on, he got a better kidney, and later on, his disease were all released thanks to hemohim.
박수 한번 쳐주세요.
It got better, so better that he
본인이
can
가지고 있던
donate some of his
저
kidney
체온증이
to
완전히
others.
완벽하게
So
극복이 돼서 어떻게 됐어요? 남편의
the low
생명을
blood
살렸잖아요.
pressure is
대단히
gone
일을 하신 분이에요.
and saved
저는 그분을 볼 때마다
his life.
누구든지 보면 자랑하고 그래요.
I respect
남편의
her.
생명을 살린
I
사람
am so proud of
대단하죠.
her.
그런
She
일이
saved his
애터미 제품 안에
husband's
있는
life.
그런 효과입니다.
And that is the power of
그런데
Atomy's
그분들은
product.
수술이 너무 잘 됐어요.
And they
두 분은
got a
함께
very good
입원하고
surgery
한 분은 드리고 한 분은 받으시고
because they have to
정말
do the
아름다운
kidney
부부의
transplant,
모습이었는데 잘 끝났어요. 수술이.
kidney
그래서 퇴원할 때
transplantation,
의사
and they got a
선생님이
really good surgery. And
이제
doctor
신장을
said
하나씩 나눠
because
가지셨으니
they have
그 신장 하나를
the
자기
kidney
몸에 맞게 잘
each
키우셔야 됩니다.
for
그러기 위해서는
so
좋은
they
물을
need to
좋은 물을 꾸준히 드세요. 이렇게
they need
권하시더랍니다.
to manage their kidney very well, and drinking good water is very
국장님
important.
말씀이
And
태양 심층수는 어때요? 그랬더니 그거 비싸서 드실 수 있겠습니까? 꾸준히 드셔야 되는데 우리
and
국장님 뭐라고 그러셨어요?
I asked
태양 심층수도 비싸지 않답니다.
Atomy water.
절대 가격이랍니다.
They asked
그렇다면서
Atomy water,
꾸준히
how about
태양
Atomy
심층수와
water?
그 밖에 해모힘 또
And
그
they
밖에 모든
thought
건강
Atomy
제품을
water is very
꾸준히
expensive,
드시면서
but
완벽한 건강을
my partner
찾으시고
answered it
지금은
is not actually very
어느
expensive. It is
정도냐면은
very, very cheap, and they are very healthy now.
애터미 이 사업도
They
아주
can
더
do Atomy
활기차게
business.
잘하고
They
계십니다.
are doing Atomy business very actively.
저는 그래요. 성격이 오래 전부터 제가 교육을
Actually,
받을 때 여자는 조신해야 돼. 부모
when
말씀 잘
I
들어야
was
돼.
young,
뭐 이런
I
말씀을
was
듣고 자라서
taught
그런지
to be
들이대를 잘 못해요. 들이대를 잘 못하지만 저는
very
부드러운
careful as a woman,
강함보다는 부드러움이 어떤 때는 더 탁월할 때가 있답니다.
and sometimes
파트너들과
soft
연결고리를
skill
저는 부드러움으로
can
맺어가고
be
있습니다.
a
그것이
very
우리의
good
연결고리의 끈이라고
key
생각하고
for
그
our
비법은
connection.
그들과 함께 하려는 마음과
And
그들한테 제가
the
언니
key
같기도
to
하고
this
엄마
success
같기도 하잖아요.
is maintaining good
사업에
relationship with
어려운
my
문제,
partners.
아니면 개인적으로
And
어려운
my
문제도
partners felt
저는
like I am their
진정성
family
있게
member.
들어주고
And
공감을
whenever
주고
they
이해를
face some
해주면
difficulties,
그들이
I listen
정말
to
저와
them
함께 같이
and
하고자 하는데
I try to
너무너무
understand
기뻐하고
them, and they
같이
are
즐겁게 일을
very
진행하고
happy
있답니다.
about it.
그리고 제가 이 나이가 됐지만 저는
And
운전하기를 참 좋아합니다.
I love driving my
운전하기를
car
좋아하는데 저는 운전하기 좋아하는 게 애터미 사업에 굉장히
because
도움이 된다고 생각하거든요.
driving a car
이동을
can
할
be
때
very helpful
우리
for
이번에는
Atomy
오롯으로 가자.
business. I can say this time we can go to Road, and on the way to Road and on the way back home, we can talk about Atomy and we can build a better relationship. And this business can be a travel, and travel can be our business. This is what I learned from my relationship with partners. As we are working together with partners, this is the core part of Atomy business. I am very grateful and I'm very happy about it. Whenever I feel happy, I also feel that I wouldn't be happy when I alone would become successful. The reason why I really feel happy is because I have my partners being successful, because that way we can do our business in a very funny way. I started Atomy in my mid 60s, but at that age, my friends, professors, or bank tellers, or civil servants, they retired. And what are they doing? They are very tired. Do you know what kind of photos they are sending to our group chat? Their grandchildren's picture, some food and flowers, but I don't share that kind of pictures, photos. So what kind of photos I share? The photos that I took with my partners, and I say, I am still working at this age. I am over 70, but I am still working. I am the only one who are still working. Thanks to Atomy, I grow every day and I become more confident. That's what I feel every day, and I'm so happy. As I become more and more confident, I'm so proud of myself. Chairman Park Han-gil said, Atomy business doesn't really to do Atomy business, your school, your age doesn't really matter. That is true. Atomy is an incubator for those senior leaders. That is the benefit of Atomy, and that is the right direction for Atomy to move on, because this is the era where many people would live up to 100, the age of 100 years. So I hope more senior leaders can come to the stage and like me and work together and do this Atomy business become successful, and through global one market, spread Atomy all across the world and help those in need, help them realize financial freedom. So humans are expected to live up to 100 years, and I'm very thankful because of Atomy. Thanks to Atomy, I can set the plan for our future with my grandchildren, and I am expanding my centers. This is the source of my pride. And I want to share my happy virus for your happy ending. Let us do this business very well, very hard. I hope you can get a lot of savings for you, and so that you can share your dreams, you can share your love and your happiness as well. I really hope you can become a successful person in Atomy and you can realize your happy ending in Atomy. I hope you all realize your dreams. Thank you again for your attention. This is Star Master Park Chan-yeop. Thank you. Hello everyone.
애터미의 카멜레온.
I am Atomy's Chameleon, Sharehouse Master Kim Myung-ju.
저는 애터미를 만나기 위해서 참
Actually, I experienced some errors and trials. Like chameleon, I used to have a lot of jobs. It's a long story, but to make it short, I used to be a aerobic lecturer. I used to do the insurance, and I used to have a clothes store, and I went to China as well, and I opened a very big beauty shop. But my business partner betrayed me, so 12 years ago I came back to Korea with only 2 careers. So I helped my husband because my husband is judicial scrivener. So for 6 years, we got about $50K every month, but I always felt insecure, as you are aware, and COVID-19 gave us this kind of insecurity. I know that even if we work very hard, I didn't really feel confident about our future because my expenditure is very I spend a lot of money because we earn a lot of money. I know that you will not be very happy without money. That's what I felt from my experience. And 30% of my income, I am sharing the 30% of my income, and I didn't really want to reduce that portion. One day, my friend at the church introduced me to Atomy, and because of cultural difference, she said she can't understand Atomy business presentation, and she asked me to help her, but it was a lie. So I went to the center to help her, and I could see words. That is, Atomy's cherish the spirit, create the vision, follow the faith, serve in humility. In China, I wanted to establish that kind of company, but that's when I realized I can do that in China, in Korea, without putting a lot of money. So I decided to do this business.
And I was really touched by the product, and the product was Atomy hair product, Atomy protein intensive shampoo. I had a lot of interest in the shampoo product. Other company sold this product at a higher price, but this the effect has been experienced more than 10 times. I could immediately recognize the amazing power of the product, which restores the hair condition by supplying enough protein. So at first, I started Atomy business as a part-time job, 70% for the judicial scrivener and 30% of the Atomy. And thanks to I worked for the judicial scrivener, when I introduced this business to other people, people trusted me since I was engaged in the law affairs. So most of the people accepted my invitation. And back then, when I did the company introduction, I said that Atomy business is to sell the safest product in the legal boundary. In order to make one product, numerous legal sanctions such as manufacturing, distribution, and food hygiene law are required. But all of the Atomy business members don't need to look up every single lines of the legal terms. But on behalf of us, Atomy, the company, does everything, providing the absolute price and absolute quality product. One my church friends asked me,
집안이 많이 어려워지셨어요?
did your financial condition get worse? Why do you do Atomy business? Do you need more money?
아니, 애터미는 가난한
So
사람만 해요?
I asked, only the poor people need to do the Atomy
당신의
business?
현재 형편상에는 좀 형편이 어려우시거나 나이가
And she
많으신
answered
분이에요.
that
그럴 수밖에 없어요.
some
사람들은 다
people
아시죠?
around them started Atomy business, and most of them are poor or the elderly.
건강으로
And I answered,
나이가 조금 더
before
어려우시기
we
때문에 미리
have
대책을
more
세우고,
difficulties like financial
그리고 저는
difficulties,
좀더
or
나이
before we get
베니핏을
age, we
많은
need to
분들과
make the
함께하고 싶어서 이
countermeasure.
제품을
And I would like
사용하신다고
to
말을
share the
했어요.
benefit of the money with more people. That's why I'm
그래서
doing the
저는
Atomy
애터미의
business.
제품을 사용하면서 정말
And
전 제품을 바꿔가면서
while I
정말 생활비가
was using Atomy product, I changed all of my necessity into the Atomy ones, and I save a third of my living expenses. And I used the third of my living expenses to buy
잘했죠.
buy a food or for the oil which is needed for meeting my partners and sponsors.
가족들이 다 겪으신 내용이시지만 막 환영은
And
별로 안
at
했잖아요.
very
저희
first,
남편이
my
언제나
family members,
제가
especially
어느
my
순간
husband, didn't like it to the Atomy business. I think the same goes for all of you. My husband came to the venue where I had the company introduction from my sponsor, and he's really against me because he said that he could not trust me,
다 가져가진 않았어요.
and he want to
사건이 하나 있었어요.
he want me to give every money and every bank account to him. One day, I decided to present the hemohim set to my partnering companies,
홍삼 40만 원짜리를 보낸 거예요.
and then my husband sent another Reginson product to that chairman,
하나를 집어가시면서 이러시는 거예요.
and that
야, 이게
chairman
제일 좋아.
picked up the hemohim and said, "This is the best one."
남편한테 전화를 걸어요.
And that
저희 남편은
the chairman called my husband that he needed more, and with that occasion, my husband started to open his mind toward Atomy. So at the after that, and the Chuseok holiday, and then the New Year's holiday,
가량 정도를 선물했던 걸
we
전부 해모임으로 바꾸면서
started to present hemohim product as a holiday present to the partnering companies, and it was worthy of 20 million Korean won, and I could also have the partner mastership challenge and plan. And while I doing this Atomy business, I also had a chance to have a global partners. I had at Ethiopia members to my center, and after getting 3 times of massage, I became a friend to him. I use Konglish or I use body language in order to get to know her because I need to communicate with her. I also use the English translator, mobile English translator. And that friend introduced the product to the people, to the friends in Ethiopia. So in July, 4 of the Ethiopian member will come to Korea, and they're also planning to open a beauty shop in their own country, in the Ethiopia. It is not because of me, it is all thanks to the product. And after the COVID pandemic, I traveled to Vietnam with my husband. I put all of Atomy products, sunscreen, cushion, and other cosmetic and hemohim. And my husband said, "Why do you take all of this product to Vietnam?" And I answer, "I will meet someone in Vietnam and introduce this product." So in Vietnam, I present this product to one guide in Vietnam, and she asked me, "What's your occupation?" And I answer, "Do you know Atomy? I am doing network marketing." And she said that even though she met a lot of people working in the network marketing, I was the only one who's proudly say that I am doing the network marketing. And now she's became my partner, and I am doing a business in Vietnam with her. As such, Ethiopia and Vietnam don't have a branch in their country, but I could introduce the product to those countries and I could make a partner there. And one more thing, when I introduce Atomy to other people with the quality product, with detailed information, I need to be really proud and I need to be really self-esteemed.
저는 기대하고 소망하는 나라가 한 곳이 있습니다.
I really want to go one country, that is China. I want to expand my business into China. In Taiwan, I have 50 partners and 6 Chinese members. So I am at the mere beginning right now, but in March, in order to support my partners, I went to Taiwan Reviver meeting and the Success Academy.
제가 중국을 떠나올 때
When I came back to Korea from China,
나 성공해서 2년 후에 돌아간다.
I determined myself that I will come back to China in 2 years.
갈 수가 없었던
But
상황이었고
it was impossible.
제게 애터미를 만나게 해주시는 하나님의
And
이제
thanks to
성공의
God,
꿈을 안고 애터미를
who made me meet
꿈을 안고
Atomy,
저는 10일 후면
I
이 땅으로
will go to
출발합니다.
China in 10 days.
너무 감사합니다.
I'm so
애터미가
grateful
해주셨습니다.
for that. It was all thanks to Atomy.
그리고 또 한 가지는 제가 변화된 일이 한 가지 있습니다. 많은 거래처
There's one more
직원분들이
thing.
저에게 전에는
Before,
법무부 사무장님이라고 불렀습니다.
People call me the office manager of the judicial scrivener, but now they're calling me Kim Myung-ju Sharon Rose Master. I am spending more time in the global branches, and a lot of people told me, why are you spending more time abroad? And whenever I get this question, I meet them and I give an company introduction, and they sign up for the business, and from that moment they call me Kim Myung-ju Sharon Rose Master. So my title was changed. So I got another determination that I will do the judiciary scrivener's job for only 30% and do Atomy business for 70%. And my husband asked me how much money I earn a year, so I show it.
그랬더니 남편이 뭐 팔러 다니는 것도 별로 보지 못하고
And my husband was really surprised because all I did was to watch YouTube videos and went to the seminar, and that's how that wife was making over 2 million Korean won a month. So from that moment, my husband started to introduce the Atomy business to his partner and companies.
저보다 더 열심히 세미나 참석하고 애터미를 전하는 열정적인
And now
되었답니다.
he became one of my great partner who attended a lot of seminar and got to know the company Atomy business. And he also said that Atomy is our great legacy, and he also introduced the Atomy business to my youngest son, who is 14 years old. And how about my oldest son? He didn't use the Atomy product, but now he's using scalp shampoo, orange juice, deep sea water, Power Vita Energy, and Milk Thistle. He's now patronizing the product, and he's now introducing the Atomy product to his friend in Brazil. There have been a lot of ups and downs in our financial condition, so my eldest son needed to sacrifice his life in his adolescence. He also needed to make money at his young age. But my son could realize his dream with Atomy, and I could give this tool of success, which is Atomy, to him. Thank you very much.
저희 아들이 중심이 되고 저희가 부모가 저희가 좌우로 열심히 일을 하고요. 젊은 세대는
And
소통하고
my son is communicating with the younger generation, and I am communicating with the housewife, and my husband is communicating with the middle-aged man.
아마 나 지금 당장 어렵지 않아.
Some of you here might think, I'm not that much financially difficult right now. I could live a life like this. But what if it will be continued like in a year, 2 years, or 3 years? What if the next? If you try to find the next, it will be really late at that moment.
돈 버는 일을 끝내는 일입니다.
Atomy is about stopping the work only for making money. And Atomy is like a permanent insurance. It seems like only a great person could do it, but everyone could do it, and it will make a fruitful result. Now we are living in the era of the high price, high interest rate, and high exchange rate. With God and with people, we could go together, we could work together, and we become a friend. I hope all of you could draw a happy future through the reliable insurance called Atomy. Thank you very much.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.